So let me quickly tell you all the names of the shadows, like why I name the shadows this way. And remember, like I said, I picked the names before I picked the shadows, so they're more like how I named the slots. Okay, so this one, okay, let's start here. Cheveux crépus. This brown, I don't know if it's brown, I don't know if it's toffee, I don't know if it's caramel, I don't know if it's rum. I have it on. It's like that upper shade, like this brown shade that you see right here at the top under the brow bone. It is so beautiful. This is the shade I felt like I was missing, and I had to go diving, excavating, praying, fasting to get this shade. But this shade here is called cheveux crépus. Cheveux crépus means nappy hair. Cheveux crépus en français. Cheveux crépus in Corrivini. In English, is nappy hair. Okay, then we have nous autres las. Nous autres las means we're tired. We are tired. Nous autres. Okay, then we have this shade here called Femme t'es belle. Femme t'es belle means woman, you're beautiful. All right, the next one is Parler son nom. This burgundy shade here is called Parler son nom. Parler son nom is a shade that I dedicate this slot, not the shade, but the slot, but now it's a shade. But initially it was the slot. Parler son nom is for Breonna Taylor. I was looking to say her name. In French, the way you would say her name would be dire son nom. But I couldn't find the verb dire. But what I found was parler. Parler is more like talk. You know, like me, I talk a lot. Je parle beaucoup. But I said parler son nom. So say her name. So this shade right here, well, this slide is for Breonna Taylor. May her soul rest in peace. And then you have this yellow, like I told, this egg yolk yellow. Merci bon Dieu. Merci bon Dieu means thank you, God. And I thank the Lord. I really thank my God. Seriously, God, He's looked out for me. And I wrote in my journal, I said, my God, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much, God, for allowing me to tap into your creativity to get this, because this B palette, everything around me, really, y'all, is God's grace. It's a gift from God. This is not even my idea per se. God gave it to me because He had mercy on my soul. And for that, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. Like, what can you do or what can you not do without the Lord? Like, seriously. And then you have this like beautiful, this shimmer here comes out to look like a beautiful honey shade. Like, it's so, like, if you had honey dripping from the hive, if you had honey just like squeezed out the bottle and like the sun was like gleaming through it, I truly think it would be the shade. And this shade or this line is called Vaillant Famier. Vaillant Famier. Voilà. She's about the strong woman. Okay. Then this purple shade. So you'll see like you have this cute, you have a purple shade here. Then you have a green right here. Then you have this shade right here. But these three colors make up the Mardi Gras colors. Okay, these three colors here make up the Mardi Gras colors. So this one is Mon Bouclier. The Lord is, so it means the Lord is my shield, right? Mon Bouclier. The Lord is my shield. Who shall I fear? Okay. What's that? Psalm 98. I think it's Psalm 98 or Psalm 90. No, it's Psalm 98. But Mon Bouclier, because in the midst of me coming up with these names, I had to read a lot of things in Corrivini. I read like Psalms in Corrivini. I read the Bible in Corrivini. I read poems in Corrivini. I listened to songs in Corrivini. Like I had to really immerse myself from it and like find like, okay, this speaks to me. This speaks to me. And as you guys know, I love Jesus. I love the Bible. I love God. I really do. I love Psalms. I love the book of Psalms. So that one really touched me because the Lord truly is my shield. And then this one, this color, this black shade with the specks of gold, this color right here is called Nation Noire, which means black nation, but more so black people. That's what I was going for. Then we have La Reine Créole for the Creole Queen. Shout out to Marie Laveau. This shade here, this is the milk and honey shade. This is the milk and honey shade. This shade, I made it for my little sister. She's like, Marlene, I want a milk and honey shade, like something milk and honey. So she was thinking like a white and gold, and I just had them put together. So shout out to my little sister Cheryl. This shade here is La Louisiane, which means Louisiana, La Louisiane, but they phonetically say La Louisiane. All right, then we have this beautiful gold shade. This gold is so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. So this gold here, I wish I had my micro lens, but I don't. This shade here is called Bonne Chance, which means good luck. Then we have Fait Bon Gumbo. The green is for Fait Bon Gumbo, which means make good gumbo. That's gumbo is everything out here. Gumbo is everything. If you ever come to New Orleans, let me know. I'll send you to a good place. You can have some good gumbo. But for me, being West African, like okra is everything. Like I think if you're from the Ivory Coast, if you're from Ghana, we love okra. Like okra is everything. It's everything. I grew up eating okra. I'm still eating okra. I had some yesterday. I had some this morning. My mom makes the best okra soup in the world. My kids love it. Like it's everything. So shout out to the Ivory Coast. Coucou Côte d'Ivoire. That's sauce gombo. So that's what it is. Then we have this black shade, which is super black. I hope you can see how black it is. This shit here is called cri de nerf. Cri de nerf is like, it's just being fed up. Cri is a scream. It's like a nerf is your nerves. It's like a scream from your nerves, but it really means to be fed up. It's like for crying out loud. Like what the heck? So then this one is called Floyd Elise. This lot is called, this orange shade is going to be called Floyd Elise. This one, the state flower for Louisiana is La Fleur De Lisa. It looks like an ace of spade, right? It's actually for the Duke of Orleans. So the Duke of Orleans, Louis XIV, I think that was his brother Philip. His brother Philip makes up the House of Orleans. So that's why this New Orleans was named after. It's the Duke of Orleans, and their state, I guess the flower for that house, for the Duke of Orleans house is La Fleur De Lisa. So for the state of Louisiana, the state flower is La Fleur De Lisa. But what I did is a play on word. I named it Floyd De Lisa. Voilà, Floyd De Lisa for George Floyd. That's how I was feeling, y'all. So this shade, this lot, I dedicate this one to George Floyd. May his soul rest in peace. And then this one, the shade right next to it, this beautiful red crimson shade is called Montino, which is exactly what my mom has on. Is a tignon. So there was a law passed in the 1800s by the Spanish governor that required that black women or Creole women, right? And mind you, Creole, from my understanding of it being West African also, Creole does not necessarily mean you're light skinned or that you're mixed with white, okay? It's a culture, it's a people, it's the language, it's a lot more than complexion. But it was requiring that Creole black woman, Creole woman, because if they're from here, Louisiana Purchase, here at Louisiana, they're Creole. Whether they're light skinned, dark skinned, mixed, whatever, they are Creole, okay? But it was made so that the black woman, the Creole woman, would look more unkept, would look more poor, would look less attractive, because Louisiana is a very different state. Louisiana Purchase is a very different state. Under the French, it was a very different kind of place where you had inter-ethnic marriages. I won't say interracial, because to me, there's only one race. It's the human race. But people can be of different ethnicities. People can have different phenotypes. People can be from different countries. But there's only one race, and that's the human race. I am black. I am not of a subrace. I am of the human race. Okay? So, but it was in an effort to discourage and disparage a lot of European men, a lot of white men, from marrying black women, so that the white ladies could have suitors, could have husband, and could also inherit wealth. So this shit is Montino. I invite you to read more about the Tignon laws. Girl, it's a lot. Okay, and then this shade, another beautiful shade that I love, it's called Ça c'est Bosa. Okay, ooh, this is really good. And I loved it because if you come to New Orleans or any place in Louisiana, but especially New Orleans, like the food is so good. The food is so good. The drinks are so good. The liquor is so good. The music is so good. Everything is so good. But the food, especially, you are going to love pretty much everything you eat out here. So you'll find yourself saying, oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh, that's so good. This is so good. So in French or in Crevini, it's ça c'est bon. Ça c'est bon. Wow, c'est bon. C'est magnifique. So that's what that is. And then this shade in the middle is a beautiful brown. It's a dark brown. It almost looks like bark, like wooden bark. It's so pretty. I'm wearing that today too, by the way. It's beautiful. Like to smoke out your look, you mix it. I mixed this one, excusez-moi, with Cri de Nerf. Magnifique. So this one, excusez-moi, means excuse me. Because what was going on 2020, I felt like, like what? The stuff that was going on, you're like, excuse me? Like what? So excusez-moi is this one. And then the last one is beauté naturelle, which means natural beauty, you know. So because this is a palette that I really made with Black women in mind, with Black history in mind, the history of Black women in mind, to really let you know that you're beautiful. Vaillant Famier, beauté naturelle, femme t'es belle, cheveux crépus, what else? La reine créole, you know, just putting things in there to really make you feel good about yourself, girl. Vaillant Famier, beauté naturelle, là, beauté naturelle. Like you're beautiful. We're just beautiful people. We're just beautiful people. I hope you guys love it. Oh my gosh. Hopefully when I do, I'm gonna bring back I don't have my macro lens anymore like I used to, but I will get it very soon. But hopefully you can see this palette and how beautiful it is. And I'll work on the footage so that like it's a little darker so you can kind of see the contrast between each shades. Oh y'all, my nails are everything. My nails are everything. I love them so much. Okay, hold on.